Michael Burry is at it again because in his most recent interview, he said that Reddit stocks, meme stocks are about to crash because new money is drying up. What's up everybody, I'm Jaspreet Singh from theMinorityMindset.com where money minds Rethink rich. I've been talking about Michael Burry for a little while now on our channel. Michael Burry first became famous during the 2008 crash because before the whole real estate bubble crashed in 2008, he started shorting the housing market, meaning he bet against the housing market when everybody thought that housing prices could not come down. So he went against the grain, he went against the entire country, he went against the housing market, and he put his money where his mouth is, and he bet that the housing market will collapse, and when the housing market collapsed, he made a fortune. Now he's been very vocal again, this time particularly about meme stocks, things like GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry. These stocks, he says, are on the verge of a massive crash. You don't gotta take my word for it. What he says is, quote, that Reddit favored meme stocks are set to crash like the .com and housing market bubbles of previous decades. So he is pretty bearish, meaning he thinks that these type of stocks are on the verge of a massive collapse. Now, before I get into Michael Burry's reasoning for all of this, I need you to do me a quick favor and smash that thumbs up button below. And if you haven't already, be sure to join our free and brand new Discord server, the Guac Talk server. We call it the Guac Talk server because, as you know, extra guac is truly a symbol of wealth. And in this Guac Talk server, you can chat with other minority mindset thinkers. You can chat about the stock market, the real estate market, the cryptocurrency market, and all things building wealth. This community is completely free, and if you want to join our free Guac Talk server, I got the link to how you can do that in the description below. So the reason why a lot of people on Reddit think Michael Burry is very interesting is because back in 2019, before the pandemic, before the term meme stocks was even created, Michael Burry announced that he was long GameStop, which means he owned a lot of shares of GameStop because he believed in the company. He thought it was an undervalued company. So when he went out and he bought a ton of GameStop back in 2019. Then obviously we saw what happened with GameStop in 2021, but he sold his shares of GameStop in late 2020 before we saw the massive run up in 2021. Well, when this pandemic hit in 2020, it was very interesting because everybody who was going to work every single day and people that were going to school every single day were now all of a sudden stuck in their home or in their apartment and they weren't allowed to leave. And so people resorted to going to their phones, going to their computers, watching TV, and a lot of people who were playing games decided to play these games in real life on the stock market because you had a lot of free time. A lot of people were not working, a lot of people were not going to school, so you had a lot of extra time. And so people thought, this could be a great opportunity for me to buy stocks because a lot of people know that when the 2008 stock market crash happened, the people that bought stocks at the bottom were able to make a lot of money. So a lot of people, when they saw the 2020 stock market crash, were like, this could be a cool opportunity for me to make money. And now on the internet, you can chat about stocks and the stock market on things like Reddit and StockTwits and our Discord server. And so this was the perfect opportunity for a lot of people now to enter the stock market and start trading stocks. And that's where we saw this massive influx of retail traders. We saw the biggest influx of retail traders in history. Retail traders means amateur, non-professional traders. And so we saw the biggest influx of retail traders in history back in 2020 when this pandemic first hit. And so lots of people started trading stocks. People started talking about stocks online. And that's when we started hearing about the whole concept of meme stocks. This is where now you're also starting to see a big divide between the fundamental investors of the world and the traders of the world, because the traders are saying, hey, we're not gambling, we're doing our research. We're seeing companies that are being shorted a lot, and we're using this as an opportunity for us to come in and buy and push out the short sellers. The fundamental investors are saying, no, you're just gambling and you're manipulating the markets while we are trying to find undervalued companies and invest for the long term. So Michael Burry says that the people trading these meme stocks are gamblers, and he says that these speculative traders are propping up some of these meme stocks and they could soon hurt regular investors. What he says is that although things have cooled down recently, these stocks are still up way more than they should be according to him. As of the time of me recording this video, GameStop is still up more than 1,000% in 2021, while AMC is up more than 2,500% in 2021 alone. One thing that I think that is very interesting is that retail traders right now at the time of recording this video, remember retail traders are amateur traders, retail traders represent about 10% of all trades in the current market, which means 90% of all trades in the market are not retail retail traders, and this 10% figure is actually a lot lower than what it used to be. In the third quarter of 2020, that's when retail trading was 15% of all trades in the market. Now it's come down quite a bit since then, but you got to remember, 90% of all trades in the market right now are not retail traders, but we have all this focus going on retail traders, saying that retail traders are manipulating the market and that retail traders are gambling and that retail traders are creating this bubble. That's very interesting, especially when there's such a small piece of the entire market. In any case, according to Michael Burry, he says, quote, "We're running out of new money available to jump on the bandwagon," meaning new money to go back into these meme stocks to prop them up even higher. And because this new money is starting to fade away, he says that these stocks are going to crash. And when are they going to crash? Well, according to him, what he says is, I don't know when the meme stocks will crash, as I believe this retail crowd is fully invested in this theme and Wall Street has jumped on the coattails. Now, before I get into what this means for your stock market strategy and what this means for your portfolio, I do want to let you know that if you are interested in investing money in stocks for the long term and you want to know how to build wealth in stocks, we have a free guide on stock market investing that you can read for free when you join our free newsletter. This guide will walk you through different stock market strategies and how you can build wealth in the stock market. So if you want to read this guide for free and start reading our emails, I got the link to how you can download this free stock market guide in the description below. When we talk about trading stocks, we're talking about owning stocks for less than 1 year. If we're talking about investing, now we're talking about owning stocks for 1 year plus. The whole idea here behind investing is now you're finding a company that you love, that you believe in for the future, and hopefully you're buying it at a cheap price you believe is undervalued right now. And because you believe in the products that this company is creating for the future, you think this company is going to continue to grow, and so you want to own it for the long term. When you're trading, you don't really care too much about the fundamentals of the company. You don't really care too much about the profitability or the long-term profitability or the executive structure. All you care about is how fast can you see a quick run up in the stock, that way you can buy it, sell it high, and sell it for a quick profit. So when you're trading stocks, you're not looking at the fundamentals, you're looking at the stock charts. You're trying to see the momentum. Is there a lot of excitement about the stock? If there is, you're going to see a lot of buyers hopefully come in, and if so, that will push the stock price up, and that can make you a quick profit. This is what traders are looking for. Investors are looking for this. So what Michael Burry is saying is we have a lot of people doing this who don't really understand the real kind of the trading side of things, and because there's a lot of people doing this, it has really pushed the price of some of these stocks way higher than what he thinks is reasonable, and because of that, he says that they're going to come crashing down because Michael Burry is more on the fundamental side of things. Now look, there are ways for you to make money here and here. I know a lot of people that are making very good money on this side of things, but for me, it isn't worth it. I don't like kind of spending all the time in the stock market trying to flip stocks. I like investing my money for the long term. I like finding companies that I believe in and investing in them because I believe in the long-term value of these companies and I believe in the companies. Another thing that I like to invest in are ETFs. An ETF is an exchange traded fund, and this is essentially a basket of stocks, because if you're not interested in reading earnings calls and keeping up with companies and understanding how profitable companies are and how their revenues are growing, then an alternative for you, if you want to invest in stocks but you don't want to do all the work, is just to invest in an ETF, because an ETF gives you exposure to a whole bunch of stocks that we don't have to find the best stock. Because if you put all your money into one company or into a couple companies and one of them go bankrupt or one of them goes under, well, now you just lost a huge chunk of your investment. So if you want to kind of save yourself from that risk, you can look at investing in ETFs, because now you get exposure to a whole bunch of different companies. You have ETFs for pretty much everything. Like you have general stock market ETFs like VOO and SPY. These ETFs give you exposure to the S&P 500, meaning they give you exposure to the top 500 companies in the stock market. So if the stock market goes up, generally those ETFs go up. If the stock market goes down, generally these ETFs go down. You have ETFs for tech stocks, you have ETFs for healthcare, you have ETFs for real estate. So you pretty much just got to figure out what you want to invest in and then find an ETF for that. If we're talking about trading stocks, you're typically not going to be trading ETFs, because ETFs are for your long-term investments. If you're trading stocks, you're going to be trading individual stocks. And again, you're going to be looking for momentum. You're going to be looking for other indicators that show you that hopefully a stock that you're buying right now is going to go up quickly in the near future. That way you can make a quick buck. Again, I don't spend too much time here, which is why I don't like talking about the trading side of things too much. I know more about the investing side of things, which is why if you want to learn more about investing, you can check out our free guide. And we have a bunch of videos on our YouTube channel that you can check out. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, here's a video on how to build your wealth by investing your money that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, download our free stock market PDF. And as always, keep hustling. The stock market is a place where you can go and buy shares or ownership in some of your favorite companies. Amazon, Chipotle, Lululemon, Amazon. When you invest in their stocks, you get to own a piece of the company